It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Fins and the 49ers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, here's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 2nd and goal, Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, he took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Let's be smart. Let's play. They can't stop us. That's right. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From midfield, here's Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is caught, Jennings. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Another run for Wilson on 2nd. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's Hill, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Whatever it takes, I'll get it. Let's go.
Two and now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go, baby. This is your game, baby. Let's go, y'all.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Tua going to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Hassan Ridgeway drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo now. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Wilson with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down at 7. Here's Tua. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. They got to walk that walk, baby.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Raheem Mostert.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
You know what we need, baby. Whatever it takes, I'll get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking deep for Jennings.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7th. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Garoppolo on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A give. This is Wilson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Wilson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down at 4, Tua. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Play action. Garoppolo.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Down inside the 10.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, 35 yards. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a give. Running left is Wilson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to Jennings. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. This is McCaffrey on the give. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To throw again on second down.
Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Tua. Now he steps away.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Tua sets up to pass it. They complete it to Hill. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 9.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Garoppolo on first down.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
And Kittle catching the slant.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Garoppolo now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over first and 10.
So now here come the Dolphins.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Me and you, baby. Me and you.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Garoppolo and the Niners now down by 12. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Garoppolo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
Finding Samuel.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with Wilson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go, baby. All right, guys. Let's do our thing. Let's do it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.